Alright, let's see if this is going to work. Make sure it does. Make sure it's not too dark. Hey guys, kia ora, good evening. Hold on, let's get a light on. Oh, that's a bit better. Hey guys, sorry for being so late. Well, I'm only a couple of minutes late, which is not too bad. We have been in meetings all day. The rest of my team are still involved in meetings right now, but what we did is I excused myself to come back upstairs to basically take some time out, catch my breath, and to kia ora, Rob, and to make this live broadcast that I'm bringing to you now. Well, family, you know what? It's been a huge journey, as you know, but I'm really pleased to say that today we signed off on a partnership that I'm really very happy with. We've got something that's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's the sort of thing that's not done very often in New Zealand politics, and I'm really proud to be a part of something like this, where another party has basically again put their own interests to the side to work with us, NZPP, to bring something special, to combine what we all stand for, and so that we can affect change in our country. Now, I can't announce who it is, but what we are going to do, and I need you to take note of this, we are going to have a huge Auckland rally next weekend, next Sunday. Okay, we're just working through venues and all that, and I want everybody to come from near and far to support this. We're going to do a big announcement at that. We're going to invite all of the nation's media to come in, so all the main news channels and that. We're going to send out a press release about that. So, but we want to turn it into something that says something, that makes a statement to the government, that makes a statement to the rest of New Zealand that's still waking up as to what's happening to our country at the moment, and to talk about what we're going to do and how we're going to save our country. I'd like to say a huge thanks to the leadership of the other party that we're working with. And as you know, and I'm not going to go any further into it, as you know, we've had a couple of letdowns, and that's okay, because, you know, I've always said that God's got something in store for us. If we keep the message on point, keep it honest and accurate, then something would come out of it, and it indeed has. And I'm really quite proud of what we've done, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm still going to be the number one list senior person in this arrangement, and that's just, you know, that's just amazing that this other people have said, no, Billy, we recognise that you are at the head of a massive movement here. And it still is a kicker for me to say that, because if you think about it, 7 weeks ago, you know, I had no idea that this would be happening today. There were no plans of it, and it's incredible. It's like nothing New Zealand politics has ever seen with this movement. We're now at over 4,500 members of our party. Now, people say, well, you know, we had another party say, well, you know, don't post your membership numbers and that. Well, why not? This is a public movement, and you know, we're not like other political parties. We're not. We're full of people that are just like you, just like me, just like all the other people that are involved in this movement, and we've got nothing to hide. And I think it's really neat that you guys get to see the rapid growth of this party. There are 1, 2, 3 other parties that are going to merge into this, and that's really exciting. And they bring lots of good people with them, lots of support, and you know, we've got some amazing candidates that have been in touch with us. You know, we've got just some awesome people, all sorts of backgrounds. You know, we've got some mums that have run little businesses at home, that are going to come on board as candidates. We've got you know incredible business people that are going to come on board as candidates, because as I've always said throughout this journey, that straight after democracy being defended and reinstated in our country, we really do need to support our businesses and also get this country functioning so that we can pay down this massive debt that this government still hasn't stopped getting us into, and it hasn't finished yet, whanau. You know, this government is really completely out of hand, and so what we're going to do now, it's time to focus on how we're going to fix this so that you guys have got complete confidence that we can and that we know what we're doing. And we've just got some amazing policies additional to our ones that we've got as our own party, as NZPP, and some amazing people coming out to write all sorts of things. What's important to us? Housing. Housing our families across New Zealand so that they don't just always become dwellers in state houses without ever owning their houses. Now, as many of you know, I grew up in a state house. I'm not ashamed of that fact by a long shot, but I'm proud to have my own home and to have had properties and to have done that through, God blessing my work and all that. And what I want to do is that I want to help families across this country have access to warm, safe, robust, long-lasting, economically available, environmentally friendly housing. And that's really important to me. But housing that they can have a chance to own, so they're not always at the bottom of the heap, and that means a lot to me. But having the programs in place to do that, so that New Zealand businesses are benefiting from the work, that we can basically have more jobs out there. And I don't know about you, but I'm sick to teeth how this government promises to deliver something and they don't. When you think about everything that this coalition government has promised, they've delivered nothing. Nothing, family. Let's not forget this. They've delivered nothing but the destruction of our rights and freedoms, the destruction of our economy, and of course putting us in more debt, and that our great-grandchildren will be paying off if we don't get motivated in the right direction to get our economy functioning and our businesses, our productivity sectors and export sectors functioning right, and have real people in government that know about business to be able to affect the types of outcomes that we need. That's really super important. But there's lots of other things: health initiatives, environmental initiatives, sovereignty initiatives, national independence initiatives, all those things that are going to make the biggest difference to us if we get it right. Fixing the core of the government system. That we had a meeting today with a parliamentarian specialist, shall we say, around the way that the parliamentary structure is set up and the governmental structure is set up. And you know what, guys, it's even worse than I thought. And what do I mean by that? It's worse than what I thought. There is nothing to stop a prime minister waking up tomorrow morning and go, right, I'm gonna shoot everyone with green eyes. I say that because I've got green eyes. There's nothing to stop them from doing that. There is no constitutional restraint on these people, and that's why they're doing what they're doing and getting away with it. So we actually need to get in there and fix things up and develop policies before we get to that point that you're happy with, so that the big questions are asked of the public by way of referenda that are binding. So that's one of the things that I'm interested in, as you know, from my live presentations. So I also want to mention a big apology to our teams for our Waipu, our Whangarei and our Keri Keri events. They needed to be postponed because we needed to work this out today and put all of our resources and our attention on getting this over the line, because there's no point in doing all this wonderful work unless we can stand. And we've now confirmed that. We've written it all up now. It's not just a handshake and that. We've documented the meeting. It's recorded. Everything is done. And I've just started doing some of the documentation development now, and that's what I'm going to be doing till no doubt late tonight. So we're working very, very hard for New Zealand. We're working hard for Aotearoa. We're working hard for everyone that knows what's going on, and even those that don't know yet what's going on, that we need to bring on board to make them wake up to the fact that we are standing at a threshold. We are standing at the precipice, and that this election is the very election that's going to either make us or break us. And that's not a dramatization. It is not. It's not a it's not an overreach on my part to say these things. This is the election of elections that we need to pull together as one family. I still want to say to other minor party leaders, once we announce this, you are still welcome to join us. Let's hold hands, walk in together and get into Parliament. I'm talking to everyone. I'm talking to Outdoors Party, I'm talking to Newcons, I'm talking to all of the minor party leaders. Once we announce this, and we are seriously going to carve into big numbers of people out there, please don't hesitate to approach us and say that you do want to be considered to coming into this type of alliance, because it's worked before, and with the right heart, the right mind, it'll work again. And that's the type of pragmatism that we need together really protect our country, and it's just so important that we do that. And so I'm really excited. The other party is really stoked and really excited too. They want to celebrate in the joy of making the announcement as well, and just seeing that type of response from other people who feel the same way about the merger that we do is very exciting. So in regards to this big rally, we are looking towards next Sunday in Auckland. We're going to pick it and get a massive venue because there are lots of people that want to come together for this. We want families. We want people from all over the place to come in and be a part of it. Don't be worried about what you are, where you're from, doesn't matter. We're all going to come together as a whānau, as a family, to make this happen, and we want to see you. If you're not members yet, then of the movement, then you can. We'll try and get some computers set up so that people can join right there. And but what we'll do is we're going to be constructing all the branding, all the changes over the next few days, and really get set up to come out with a massive explosion. We've already worked out, the strategy around our billboards, our media approach, and all that. So that's, all in one day today. Which is the product of several days of talking. So it's pretty exciting, guys. I'm shattered. I'm tired. I look terrible, I know, but at least my heart is encouraged to know that despite all the people that were the naysayers and the knockers, that we are going to do this. We are going to stand, and we are going to bring integrity back into the House of Representatives in the New Zealand Parliament, which is so important to us living now, to the future children that are going to be walking the streets, the beaches, the green fields, the outdoors of Aotearoa, New Zealand, and that's why we're doing this. So guys, I'm going to leave that there for now. That's about it. Really excited. I feel really good. I'm going to have a good sleep tonight once I do get to sleep, but we're doing lots of work now. So please share the word that this is happening, and don't for a second think it's not now. We're very thrilled. All of my team are exhausted and tired from it, and we've really put some effort into getting this to where we are today. And I just want to thank God for his hand upon us and all of our whānau, that he keeps us safe. And also to you guys, please don't panic out there. I'm still getting lots of concerned messages. Yes, there were military patrols, army patrols. Looked like they were practicing street clearances at sections, or street patrols at sections of about 4 to 6 soldiers around Ohakune yesterday. I've never seen that before, where you have soldiers practicing that type of patrolling, because we do have mock-up villages in Waiuru Army Camp that we do training like that with, that I've done in my time when I was in the army. So that's unusual, guys, but don't panic. We've got all sorts of information coming to us, and we'll blow the lid on it every time we get this stuff if we can. And it's keep calm, keep cool, keep factual, spread the word amongst people that aren't quite there yet, so that they start to realise that we are a very sensible and logical alternative to both National and Labour. Because like I said the other day in my last broadcast, we've got a tyrant and undemocratic government coalition on the left with Labour, but on the right we have a very CCP-friendly National Party fronted by a lady that cannot be trusted, Judith Collins, either. She's been proven to be dishonest before, which is why John Key fired her during his tenure as Prime Minister. And really, left or right, it doesn't matter. We need honesty brought in, and we're going to be the third real option to be able to bring that integrity back in. So guys, I went on a bit longer again. Have a good one. I'm just excited. God bless all. Take care, and thank you all for your patience, your support, the messages of encouragement, and to all of you that defend this movement. It's wonderful. I don't take it for granted at all. Please keep me and my whānau in your prayers and that of my team, and I'll give you an update tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night. Kia ora.